With the devastating news of Russia invading Ukraine, many of you will be wondering what the UK is going to do, what the West in general is going to do, and you may have heard the term sanctions thrown around quite a bit, and wondering what these sanctions are and how they are going to work. So in short, sanctions are designed to damage the economy of a country, a sort of punishment, which will prevent it from raising and making money, which will obviously make it very difficult for them to finance the activities that are frowned upon by other nations. One of the ways the West has proposed to do this is by shutting off Russia's access to the SWIFT system. You may have heard of the term SWIFT in the banking sector, but perhaps don't understand what it is. Essentially, the SWIFT network is a high-security financial network around the world that connects thousands of different institutions, banks, facilities, payment facilitators, and so on. By blocking access to the SWIFT network, it would make it very difficult for financial institutions inside Russia to send money in or out of the country. This would have a particular impact on Russia's oil and gas exports, which of course is one of the backbone industries for the country. But the knock-on effect is that it's also going to affect other countries because lots of other countries obviously depend on those exports from Russia. This could lead to significant difficulties for legitimate companies outside of Russia not being able to deal with Russia, and this could lead to severe disruption to the supply of oil and gas and other metals to many other Western economies. Other more direct sanctions on Russian companies and individuals would see the terms making it illegal for any individual or company or bank in the United Kingdom to provide funds or economic resources for the benefit of an individual or company that has been sanctioned. Further knock-on effects may affect British private schools, where the child of a sanctioned oligarch might constitute providing them with some kind of economic resource. Sanctions could also ban any Russian firm from raising money on the Western capital markets. And the simplest way of understanding those is investing in a currency which goes up and then selling it. The money in between is a profit. But within such sanctions, Russian companies would not be able to access those markets and therefore denied any opportunity from making money from those markets. Other exports might also be affected, making it illegal for Western countries to sell things like microchips or other telecommunications devices to Russia and any other sensitive technologies, all of which would have a devastating effect on Russia's ability to create technologies. Other sanctions might include the restriction of access to foreign currency clearing, that is, accessing the US dollar. For anyone that has imported or exported anything, you'll know that most things are priced in US dollars. Even if, for example, you're in the UK and you're dealing with Hong Kong, most of the things will be accessed in US dollars. And of course, the US dollar dominates international financial transactions for many different types of markets. So if these go ahead, it would effectively prevent Russian companies from receiving such payments for exports, or even paying for the purchase of goods in US dollars, or owning any assets which are predominantly US dollar based. But as I said, all of these sanctions would have knock-on effects across the West, so it is not a decision to be taken lightly. So as always, I hope this brief nutshell explanation helps you to understand what the sanctions are and how they might be used and how they might work. So I'd appreciate a like to the video, a subscribe, and as always, thank you for watching.